Hello everyone. I'm Matthias. I'm actually a student at SGI in France, and I will show you one of my works that I met with one of my friends who is at school too. So, I will show you how the project, and after we're gonna talk about it, and you can ask some questions. So first, I will show you the concept, why we did it, why it is easy to use, how we use it, so how to use the LD grammar, and other stuff that I will show. So for the concept. So we create a project based on shape grammar. So if you don't know what is it, it's basically mesh analysis, and with the output of it, we can determine some rules and some action. The first idea was to make a tool for level designer to quickly and easily create level design that they can test and change it very at the beginning of the production. So it's rapid and easy to use for non-developers. That one of the, I will repeat it a lot, but one of the main focus of our project was to create an easy and very, very easy add-on that non-developer can use it, and everyone. And at the end, you will see that it is enough generic to be used for other projects like designing hostel and even create character editor. So. Like I said, it's very easy to use. So this was the main focus, the main challenge of this project, to develop an easy and intuitive interface to create a friendly plugin. There is a lot of script behind, but we very want that everyone who never see Python can use this project. So the main feature of this project is. How it works. So imagine two meshes, two fragment objects. So the fragment A and the fragment B. After you set all of your fragments, you can combine them. It will be automatically combined, and you can create a lot of combined objects and complex objects. That just remind, if you have only one thing technically to retain, is you have some object meshes, and the algorithm and the process is to combine them with a lot of rules that you create. It will be more easier to understand in Blender. So how to use this add-on? We create it to create an object or level design or whatever you want at the end. There is 4 steps. The first is to create or import your object. That's obvious. If you don't have mesh, you can create. The first part is to set the in and out connector. I will explain them later. Then configure your setting and rule and generate your level design. So first, you can import from everywhere. It's one of the strengths of Blender. You can import every format in every format you want, like STL, OBJ, and other. Okay, so that's the second part, which is set the in and out connector. So I take the example of level design because it is more easier. It is easier to understand. When you have the in connector, which is in red, and the out connector in green. And I will show you in the editor. More easier. Okay. Okay, so in red, it's what we call the in connector, it's when, and in green the out connector. When you have an object like this one, when you launch a project and you generate your level design, other object will be connected to this out by their. Oh, it's very difficult to explain like that. It's like hook. Every red connector will be hooked to a green connector automatically. So in the process, you just focus on create your workshop of level design, and you don't have to care about position and mathematical problem like criterion and other. So it's going to be the same images, but as I said, you can change object connection as you want. I will show you. It's very easy to understand in this project. And finally, you set the rules. Okay. So here is one of the projects that one of the better projects. Here you have a list of workshop of level design, like jump a wall or fight an enemy in an arena. So I set all of them. So like this one, you have the in connector and the out connector. Imagine that your avatar or character enter in this arena here, and at the end he will leave here. Okay, so there is for each object, look like this one. Okay. All of the objects, you can just easily set their connectors like that. You don't, very graphical interface, never scripting or never script. And you can set all of the properties. So here you have one rule of out connector that are called random. Here, the process will connect randomly another workshop in a list. You have linear, that's every time you have this object and this out connector, you will connect this workshop. You never list. And I will show you the result. You can. Okay. So when all the props that I set, you can. One. Okay. Okay, sorry, just I don't know. Okay. I will just stop there. Okay, just the problem. Sorry, it's about the resolution. I get something wrong. So here you can see here that with all the purpose that I said, you can create randomly a lot of variety of level design just in 1 second, and you can test it and see if it's okay for you. It's if you have what you want. So I show you with level design with this example, but you can imaginally use with to design an hostel. You focus on creating all your rooms, corridor, and stairs, and just at the end randomly generate your hostel. But in the you have a random hostel. So one of the future of this project is to allow the user to select the next workshops that will be had, and to allow user to create new rules and other. But it's very difficult to create a friendly and user-friendly interface because it's a lot of rules and a lot of technical difficulties. I hope you understand this project, and if you have some question, prefer answer questions that present it. Yes. Yes. Actually, in this release, there is 4 rules that are set in the script, and you can access it here. Okay. Yeah. On each of your out connector, you select your rules. Here, unitary, percentage, random, and linear. If you want to add rules, like I don't know any rules, you have to go in the code, actually in the script, and just put a new Blender send property. We design it like that. Like that, if you shut down the application and restart it, you still have your rules your rules set, and continue. Yes, it's in properties.
And on the you can define on the out connector which other object can be connected.
Yes, I will show you. For the beginning, we chose that design, but we have a long debate about this. If all the connector have to be considered like out connector, or if we choose that there is an in and all will be connected to it. And it's at the beginning, I think it's easier for the user to understand what happened. But we can imagine a new rule that there is no in connector, and randomly it will choose an out connector to be the in connector and create a lot of variation. Yes?
What's the constraint on the mesh around the in and the out? Presumably they have to be compatible in some way.
Yes. It's a very young project, so now your mesh have to be just one mesh. You can have children now, and it's one of the future of this project to analyze this a mesh and its children, and to define rules that can be applied to the shape grammar system, and go. Yes?
Is there any sort of tri-cat limitation? I mean, how slow does it get if you have like 68,005? So I mean, I'm having this in just quite low poly, and it's a really, really nice system, but I can optimize it so it's passed on quite a lot of them. Because geometry is becoming cheaper and cheaper, and in the next generation, games, for example, they'll be using like a lot of polygons, even for
Yes.
low definition.
I think it will be in the shape grammar analysis. If actually we just analyze the vertex position, vertex to compose a face and normal of the face. I think it will be a lot of work to create a new analyze system that will stock not all the polygon or the vertex of a mesh, because it will be vertices of a mesh. It will be very, very expensive for the memory. So I think there is a lot of actually work that have been made about this, so the analysis of some mesh. So I think there is maybe some research that I can use. No other question?
Wouldn't it be better if you put the in and out connector, something like building blocks on just the boxes, and put the boxes together, and then you level design your level inside those boxes, so you don't you randomize this whole detailed level, only these boxes which contains all the elements of your...
Yeah, I think that's yes, but if you put box, all the boxes are the same. How can I say this? Maybe I didn't understand well the question. Can you repeat it?
Instead of putting the final level, this part of the level, you just define, so this part will be like 10 meters, 20 meters, 5 meters high, and then you put out, you randomize only these bounding boxes which contain, the actual level is oriented to this. So you don't have to...
Yeah, it will be yes, it will be a good way to create portion of level design. Yes, I think it's possible, and
Because you said
yes.
that this part must be the one object. So that means that you use one texture to diffuse, or you have multi-materials, which is not good.
Kind of point to your question there, if you're defining, say, a bounding box, and this is your area, that limits you very much. With this system, you just have 2 points in space, so you can model whatever you want as this piece, and put in as many connectors as you want.
I mean, in this building books, you also, your level design you must think that if you put this in and out connectors to this place, so your level design, you must take this into account. So you have to put it like the door where the in and out connector is.
Yes.
There's a halfway. You don't need a full poly, and you don't need a pure cubical bounding box. You can do a no poly.
Yes, I think for the next generation of the technology and a lot of polygons that can be in mesh, it will be very interesting to reduce this polygon, to have a low resolution of this polygon and of this mesh, and test it. I think with the mesh we can use maybe the material, analyze some point of the material. Imagine imagine the theme two theme workshop, but one is in spring and one in winter, and maybe because it's the same place, it's the same shape, maybe just a difference in the material will be a difference in the gameplay after. So there is a lot of possibility again.
Are you planning to use it in Blender Engine or export?
Actually, I export it in Unity. In Blender Engine, I have a lot of difficulty with it, so I use a Unity to test my final.
Yeah, because I think that would be one of the problems, because I'm not sure if you can export your meshes as an instances. If you use, I don't know, 10 times the same object, you will be able to export it.
No.
Every single game engine doesn't do something you're seeing, it's automatic.
Yes, I think this concept must be develop in the motor, in the engine you use. Because if you just make the level design in Blender and import it, there is no instantiation.
It's a big problem for us.
Yes, and
We're making the level design in Max actually.
we designed it this first version. It's to prototype, to create quickly, to not after 2 days or 3 days say there is a problem, the difficulties at here and here, and you can maybe just have a teaser of your level design. But I think if we continue to work on it, we can have a good tool and no other questions? Okay.